on we go. Syracuse and Tennessee next up here. We've got Tennessee 14-point favorites, 51 being the total here in this game. This is at Mercedes-Benz Stadium in Atlanta. So make sure you are aware of this is a neutral field here for this matchup here between Syracuse and Tennessee, a little ACC versus SEC battle here between these two teams. Syracuse, we got to give the flowers a little bit here to Fran Brown. Actually did a pretty nice job here first year with Syracuse last year. I think certainly to a lot of people's expectations, did a fantastic job. 9 wins last year, won a bowl game, pretty solid. But the problem is a lot of returning production gone. In fact, of all the ACC teams, no team has fewer returning production this year than Syracuse. So that is definitely something to be a little bit concerned about. Kyle McCord was great for this team, is gone now to the NFL. A lot of their top receivers are gone. And the guy that really they're going to miss, and to Penn State's benefit, they've got him now, is Trebor Pena. That guy was an outstanding receiver for this Syracuse team. No question about that. Accounted for so much in the offense. LaQuint Allen, the great running back, is gone. So there's definitely a lot. But the offensive line, questionable coming into the year. So I think that's the biggest thing. And this total's taken a hit, C-Mac. 55 down to 51. I think a lot of people see that, man alive, they lost a shit ton on offense, Syracuse, from last year, that it'll be very, very difficult to ask them to be as good on the offensive side of the football here this season. Lots of turnover. Like I said, the offensive line, big question mark. Steve Angeli is going to end up being the quarterback here for Syracuse. He transfers in from Notre Dame. You remember him being there before, but he's got a lot of issues around him. O-line's rebuilt. Lost all your receivers. Lost, your all-world running back. How will Syracuse make do with that? It's going to end up being the question. Meanwhile, on the defensive side of the football, defense last year for Syracuse, did have their issues, struggled to stop the run. The D-line, they tried to make some adds in the portal. It'll be interesting to see how much of that group takes a step forward. Secondary could be solid, but again, we'll have to see how it performs. Meanwhile, Tennessee, and we know under Josh Heupel they're going to play fast. That's not going to change this season for Tennessee. But I worry about what we're going to get out of Joey Aguilar. He's just not a quarterback that I was all that excited about when he played at App State. I thought there was a lot of missed throws, the easy throws, he sometimes missed them. And, sometimes that concerned me about him. And for this Tennessee Volunteers team, I think on offense, when you think of, the offensive situations they've had in the past, this is probably one of the weaker offensive situations, and a lot of it starting a season, and a lot of it has to do with the quarterback situation here. They have Dylan Sampson's gone, of course, from this team. The offensive line is a bit rebuilding as well for this Tennessee Volunteer squad. The good news is they do have 8 returning starters back on the defense. This actually could be a rare season where Tennessee is starting the year leaning more on their defense than their offense. You haven't been able to say that very often, but that could be the case this year with Tennessee, where, believe it or not, the defense could be a little bit ahead of this offense. And like I said, not the biggest Joey Aguilar fan. So I get why the total's gone down. I actually think it could be, under. Syracuse rebuilding, starting from scratch on offense. Tennessee defense could actually be solid this year, and the offense actually has question marks. So maybe this is an under, and certainly bettors are thinking so with this total going down. It's tough from a side perspective. I'd rather bet against these teams in this spot. I guess I'd still lean Syracuse. I'm not running out to bet Tennessee and lay 14 with Joey Aguilar at quarterback. But Syracuse does have a lot of issues. Too many for me to really want to back them. C-Mac, what do you think? Syracuse, Tennessee.
Yeah, it's just a bunch of question marks. That's why I think this total's going down. Bunch of the receivers leave. And we'll see with Angeli.
Didn't play as fast on offense last year either under Fran Brown compared to
they were efficient. They weren't as crazy fast. Yeah. Yep. Angeli, I think he'll be pretty good. It might take some time. Syracuse defense, they got a bunch of guys that are coming in. They do have a couple of good guys in the secondary. Grant, Chestnut, and they got to be better because they gave up, too many points. I think they gave right around 30 last year. So there's that. So Tennessee might have some success, but it's Aguilar here. Like I just don't trust him at all. I've seen this guy enough. Maybe at Tennessee helps, but he's not coming into a great offensive line. They got one starter. They got no seniors in this group, so they got 4 new offensive linemen. Does Tennessee
loaded with freshmen and sophomores?
Yeah, all.
Yep.
Yeah, bunch of redshirt freshmen, sophomores for this line. But the big thing though is that defense should be good, and that's what we just hit on the total under. I think it could definitely stay under, even Syracuse's team total under in this game. And they're good. They have a pretty good secondary. They got a pretty good D line. Joseph's a very good DN for Tennessee. So they got some real talent in that game. So yeah, to me this is an under. I wouldn't be running delay with Tennessee. They're at home, opening game maybe, and I got to see more from this Syracuse team. Flat out.
I get it, no doubt. All right.